In this video, I want to talk about picking the right niche, or picking the right niche, as some people pronounce it. And the first thing I want to make clear is that if you spend too much time on this step, you'll never make it to step 2. Most people really overanalyze picking a niche, but it doesn't have to be very difficult. Just like list building as a whole, simpler is better. All you really need to do is look for people that are desperate for help. Like the saying goes, you can't sell ice to an Eskimo, but you can certainly sell water to a man in the desert. The point is that you want to get into a market with people who are desperate for help. For some people, they may need to make a little more money each month to cover the bills. Others may have some marriage issues and are facing a possible divorce if things don't change. Tens of millions of people around the world are struggling with their weight, and despite trying every diet under the sun, they just can't seem to keep the pounds off. These are very different situations than someone who, for example, likes model trains. Not only will this market be fairly small, but these people aren't going to be as passionate as someone who's facing a divorce. To make it easy for you, there are really only 3 massively huge and desperate markets you should choose from. And those 3 are health, wealth, and relationships. And there are 3 main reasons why you'd want to get into these markets. First of all, they're huge, millions and millions of people. And they're desperate, as we discussed earlier. Finally, there are dozens of possible solutions, meaning more products that you can make and promote. A good example is weight loss for women under 30. Your free gift can be a report explaining a few fat-burning spices and herbs to help kickstart their metabolism. Then you might promote a product that gives them a complete diet program to follow. Finally, you may offer higher-priced coaching or mentorship programs for implementing exercise and stress relief into their busy lives. But there is just a little bit more to choosing a niche than just picking something in one of those 3 markets. To be successful, you can't be a small fish in a big ocean. Instead, try being the big fish in a small pond. Now, how many generic weight loss products and programs are there out there? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's in the thousands. Now, think about all of the products out there. There are exercise programs, calisthenics, kettlebells, circuit training, and so on. And there are diets, low carb, low calorie, focused on your blood type, etc., etc. And of course there are fat-burning pills. And that's not even counting the combinations where a product uses both exercise and nutrition to help the person lose weight. Because there's so much noise out there, you need to do something that makes you stand out in the marketplace. And the best way to do that, especially when you're first starting out, is to specialize in a certain area. One of my favorite ways is to niche it down 3 times. So it'd look like this. We start out with weight loss. We narrow that down to weight loss for men. Narrow that down further to weight loss for men with kettlebells. And then we go down even further, weight loss for men over 40 with kettlebells. Do you see how that worked? So instead of just trying to reach everyone who wants to lose weight, you're trying to just help the men over 40 who want to burn fat by implementing kettlebell workouts. So if you're a guy over 40 who loves the idea of kettlebells, this is going to be perfect for you. That's how you pick a niche. You want the audience to feel like the product or service you're promoting is 100% without a doubt designed to help them with their problems. Only then will you be able to establish yourself as an expert and build a trusting, loyal audience. Now, granted, you can't take this to extremes. Don't expect to have a big market if you're trying to reach men between 40 and 42 who want to lose weight with kettlebells and live in Nowheresville, Michigan. You want to be specific, but don't get so specific that nobody fits the bill. So, to sum it up, pick a major market, and we're talking health, wealth, or relationships. Niche it down 3 times. Confirm that there is a sizable market, in other words, you're not being too specific, and that's it. And once you've picked a niche, it's time to get all the tools that you're going to need for building a list. And we'll do that next.